Okay, in this video I just wanted to talk about the release of the Blackmagic camera app for Android. So this app has been around for a while for iOS, and it's been in the App Store for quite a long time now, and you can see it's quite well tried and tested. It's got some good reviews in there, and now they finally released an Android version of it, which has just sort of come about into the App Store. So it was just a quick run through of the app and whether you'll be able to use it or not, and sort of what it does. So yeah, essentially, if you don't know, I guess it's like a basis who Blackmagic are. They make cinema cameras, filmmaking accessories, all kinds of things, and then off the back of that, they've got their own editing sort of suite. So they've got DaVinci Studio or DaVinci Resolve Studio, and they're just sort of like an all-round filmmaking company. And then this is a sort of another facet of that. So this is one of those apps that if you ever tried filming on your phone, it's quite difficult. You don't really get many options to do anything. It's quite sort of watered down, all the camera apps that you generally get on a phone. So there's plenty of things out there for you, free options, a few sort of premium paid options. Probably the most popular out there aside from this is probably Filmic Pro, which is it's a pretty good app, but it's it's a paid app, and it sort of varies how much of it you can use across different devices. And this is essentially just a free app that sort of does a lot of that, so it's been really well received. You can kind of see in here you get things in there that you just don't get in your camera app. So we've got mic levels, more kind of features you expect to see in a mirrorless camera or cinema camera, that type of thing. So you can see there you've got a histogram, that kind of stuff, and everything's all everything can be very fine-tuned, where generally in a camera app it's mostly just set your resolution and hit record type thing. So you can kind of see you've got nice control over things like white balance, and you can lock shutter angle and things like that. So there's some quite sort of professional tools in there in the form of phone video recording. So it's quite nice. You can see you've got focus peak in there called focus assist. You've got zebra or zebra stripes, depending where you're from, to pick out sort of clip in your highlights, grid lines to sort of compose things, frame guides, just all kinds of stuff. False color is really useful for exposure. It's and you've got things like 3D LUTs and stuff. So there's loads of really good stuff in there. It's it's well worth kind of checking out. One thing you might find with this though, which sadly I did find when I went to get it, if you look in the App Store for this and you can't find it, it's basically because it's not compatible with your device. So we'll take a quick look through here. So you can see we've got when it was updated, so June 20th. And it's got the actually, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. I think it's on here. So on this page, if you come into the tech specs section of it, you can click into iOS or Android. If you jump into the Android one, you can kind of see in here just a general blurb about it, the type of things that it lets you do, which that's all highlighted in the other one in a bit more a visual way. But the important thing really is when you come down to here, you can see, so the supported operating system is going to be Android 13. And sadly for me, I've got a Redmi Note 10 Pro, which is on Android 13, but sadly it's not supported by this app still. So you can see, I'm sure there probably are a few outside of this that are supported, but you can see on here we've got the Galaxy S23, variations of that, like the Plus, the Ultra, and then the 24 again with the Plus and Ultra, and then Google Pixel models, so 7 and the variations of the 7 and the 8. I'm guessing, or I'm hoping, that will be expanded a little bit, because obviously that's not many devices that this actually works on. But the reason the Android app probably came later is because it's much harder for them to make it compatible with different devices, because they all use slightly different camera apps, and the ability to change things in the camera is a lot more difficult across different different operating systems. So it's because they're all based on Android, obviously, but then they've all got their kind of own little flavour of Android with stuff built on the top of it. So it's it's a bit of a shame, because I would really like to install this and kind of have a play with it, but unfortunately for me it doesn't work for my phone, but hopefully it does for for yours, and you'll be able to have a play on it. But I'll leave all the links anyway for these bits in the description for you to kind of check it out. Like I say, it's free, so it doesn't cost you anything to check it out. And if you found this helpful, give the video a like. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe.